I saw Oz Chris in the chat mentioned Sleepy Joe.
I kind of
Sleepy
literally
Joe.
see myself as a big star.
Sleepy Joe is such a big star. You know, he got the big debate stage, in fact, to get it all out. And I think now would be appropriate to talk about some debate moments.
Sideways, you landed on the darn cement.
Thank you, Joe. We've got Boogie coming up, but we'll talk about that after the
fatty coin. Is that what it's called?
We'll talk about Boogie's fatty coin after the beer of the week segment. But
right.
I'm itching to talk about this debate stuff because
fatty coin. Yep.
I watched I watched this debate live, right? So this debate is, by the way, I don't know if you know, it's the earliest debate in American history in terms of how far out from the actual election date that they debated each other.
Okay.
Normally they debate with like a month or 2 months until the Americans actually vote. Whereas this time they're debating like 6 months or something, or nearly 4 or 5 months out from election day. So it's quite a long time ahead. And some people speculate that this is so that they had the option, if they wanted to put Joey in the grave if they needed to. If Joey needs to drop out, maybe he will. And listen, there's a lot of...
Honestly, I don't think he will.
So I'm curious, just before we get into the clips, how have you consumed this debate? Like, how have you seen a lot of this stuff come up? I assume like through Twitter clips.
What does Elon say? I'm here for the memes.
Yeah.
That cringe.
It's a meme fest, baby.
That narc. How did I see
it? Elon said the memes won the debate.
Bro, he's so funny.
Great. Thanks, Elon. You're so...
He's so funny, bro. I love that guy. God, he's so funny.
What a hilarious guy.
I gotta be more serious about that stuff. Remember when Jimmy commented last week, same with Trump supporters? I got to say now, when I'm joking about liking someone, it's a joke. How did I find the stuff? Just through Twitter.
Trey, fuck Jimmy, fuck me, fuck you.
Yeah, just Twitter. Twitter's the best place to be.
And it's where you get
shit. It's just so funny.
It sums up things pretty well, I would say.
I must have sent you about 20 tweets about it.
There was a lot of
this last
online,
couple of days. There was so much funny shit.
A lot of online recaps.
And even just Joe's tweets are crazy. And he was tweeting while on the panel.
Yes.
So he obviously, I know he
someone running his Twitter, yeah.
I know it's kind of dumb to think that he was running his Twitter, but it's like, he's literally like, to keep the facade up, maybe you shouldn't do it while he's literally on the panel.
So I watched this live, and it was funny because CNN streamed it on YouTube internationally, and they had like 2 million streams at one point.
Yeah, dude.
Which just for a YouTube live stream is pretty amazing.
It's an important choice.
Yes.
I almost called you Aiden then.
Daniel. Thank you. I saw something that was quite depressing, and I think it's true. It's like this debate, I think, probably was the worst debate in decades for between American presidential candidates, for sure.
Yeah.
And I was watching this thing live, and my jaw dropped multiple times. Just firstly for how frankly senile Joe Biden was, and I don't think Trump was that much better. Like, Trump wasn't senile, but he was very style over substance. You know, he didn't have genuine policy.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, outlines. It was very much like, the vibes will be good, basically, is what Trump's trying to say. And it was very disappointing, very sad. You're right, though. There are a lot of memes coming out of it, and there's a lot to laugh at. And I do want to remind the audience, just going in, I obviously can't speak for you, Connor, although I probably can speak for you.
Okay.
Me personally, I am sorry to say this, but I cannot vote for Joe Biden in this election.
Thank you, Dan.
I also cannot vote for Trump in this election. And that's because I'm not an American citizen. I don't vote in American elections. Okay. So just to be 100% clear.
So why should you have an opinion on it, Dan?
Well, it's discourse, it's media, it's being put out. I have free speech, don't I? I can chat shit, and I just want it to be clear that there is no support for one candidate or the other on this show. We have no skin in the game. We literally do not care who wins one way or the other. Yeah, we're not Americans. Sorry, it's not our election. Like, I'm curious insofar as it's like a foreign leader. and the shenanigans that a foreign country that's a close ally to ours is getting up to. But as to who wins, I don't care. I'm just here to eat popcorn and watch America's decline.
The memes won, Dan.
Exactly. Exactly.
Love you.
I'm voting for the memes. That's my candidate of choice.
You're very special.
So we've got a couple of clips to show you guys here, and this first one I believe was a short one. This one I just wanted a little bit of. I just wanted it as a soundbite. I find
Question: What does Trump say to those who believed he violated his oath of office on January 6th and worried he will do it again?
So, okay, they asked him about, the whole January 6th riots and everything. And he went on this long tangent. And the reason I clipped this particular part is because I think the way he says a particular phrase is very funny and very old-timey. So let's take a look at this and see what you think.
Tape to her daughter, who's a documentary filmmaker, they say.
Filmmaker. A filmmaker.
So that first one is just really short. I just love the way he says that. A documentary
A
filmmaker.
filmmaker, as they say.
That's old-timey, right? To say like films,
A filmmaker.
Yeah.
A documentary, a filmmaker.
So right off the bat,
As they say.
Trump's a rambly guy.
What else do they say?
Well,
Isn't that just what it is? A
Yeah.
documentary filmmaker?
that is what
as
she
they
is.
say.
Is it not? Like
She is a filmmaker,
as the rumor goes.
as they say.
Don't worry, folks. That was a short one, but we've got plenty more coming your way. Plenty more coming your way. And
Just remember who's standing in your way.
all right. Clip number 2. This one was, I believe, a fumble on Joe's part. Let's take a look and we'll react on the other side.
Having sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant. I mean, what are you talking
This one, what I love, we can see that again. Trump, I saw people saying on Twitter, he's like remembering the moment that he fucked her. Trump's having a little like, yeah, that shit was good.
while your wife was pregnant? I mean, what are you talking about?
He loves it. So then Joe goes on to say, Joe is about to say the most 1920s insult you've ever heard.
Right.
You have the morals of an alley cat.
An alley cat. My God.
Got the morals of an alley cat.
And he kept tweeting like that. He kept tweeting
He's
saying,
put that
like,
out as a tweet.
last night I debated an alley cat. It's like, fire whoever is doing this bullshit.
It's like, Joe,
so bad.
maybe you were having a Alzheimer's moment. You're like,
Well-
this alley cat.
Oh, what the fuck?
I didn't have sex with a porn star.
That's like the first video I saw.
I didn't have sex with
That's
a
the first
porn
video I
star.
saw on Twitter, and I was like, this is going to be gold. This is so good. This is exactly what I'm here for.
Yeah, it's shenanigans.
Will
man.
there
It
be
is
another one?
Absolutely shenanigans.
If they both are.
There was scheduled, I believe, for 2.
Right.
So 2 were confirmed and agreed to by both so far. But we don't fucking know. I mean, we're gonna watch some more clips, but after Biden's debate performance, I think it's up in the air. Let's just put it that way.
Well, here I am.
Yeah, man. Let's just keep the train rolling. This is what moment is this? Yeah. So this is a flub from Biden. Mm-hmm. The next clip is a flub from Trump. So we're kind of mix and matching. But
Right, we're civil here.
exactly, we're critical to all parties. And by the way, I just want to say, in terms of debates in general, I think it's good for the voters to have to see. Like, I think if you're running for president, you should have to put yourself accountable to public questions and to letting the voters see what kind of a state you are on the fly. Because I've seen clips of Joe giving speeches and all this, and that's different because it's rehearsed. You've got the script. When you're in a debate, you've got to come up with shit in the moment. And I think it's important for people to see, what you're capable of. But let's see what Joey whips up here. He kind of has a very sad senior moment. So we might cringe a bit through this, but let's take a look.
We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, childcare, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look.
Trump doing it.
I don't know what he just said. Is that this clip?
No, Trump says that later, but this is a very similar moment where, and we'll just keep watching, but it's uncomfortable, man. Biden just flubs it.
If
did you? It's like,
we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
So did you catch that at the end? He goes, "We finally beat Medicare."
Yeah.
What is that? What does that mean?
I don't.
That doesn't mean anything, man.
We finally beat Medicare.
Great.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare because all of these people are coming in. They're putting them on Medicare. They're putting them on.
Yeah, so I just want to show the end there to show that Trump, you know, he really is
He's sharp,
the GOAT
man.
when it comes. Yeah, he's sharp. He's the improv master. Do you know what I mean? He's gonna hit it on the fly. He's gonna hit you with the insults.
He is a true GOAT.
And I think Joey just, I don't know, man. I think he wasn't sharp with it. He couldn't keep up. And
Fell
you know
off
my
sideways,
genuine
you
take.
landed on the darn cement.
Even regardless of the fact that it's like an election and, you know, someone has to win and all that kind of stuff. When a president displays this much just senior moments and like declining mental capacities, at what point, like, is it important that he just steps down? And, you know, this whole thing of like, oh, we have to support Joe because it's an election year. It's like, why should an election year supersede everything? Like, at any point in the 4 years of a president's term, if they come out and they show this level of cognitive decline, is it not fucking democracy to say, okay, buddy, step down? You know, when you ran, people elected Kamala as vice president. They might not like her, but she is there so that if Joe is incapacitated or dies or whatever, someone can step in. And I'm sorry, I don't see this guy as being able to do the job. I'm not even talking about running for election as a candidate, whatever. He is the president today. And if the president, the sitting president, displays this level of just on the brain, I don't know. You got to have something that you can do about that when it comes to like the democratic process. You know, people criticize Australia because we've had like multiple prime ministers, and even the UK in the last few years, multiple prime ministers. But at the very least, does that not show that there's some way to get people out of office if they've truly lost the confidence of the public? Do you know what I mean?
Dan.
I'm ranting and I'm raving. You know, I got a lot to say. I'm politically heated right now. Because
I'm not very into politics. I'm just in here for the jokes.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know how to comment on that.
It is funny and it is silly. I'm just saying I think it's sad, and I feel bad for our American brothers and sisters for the fact that they have to, that this is the best they get. These two yahoos who are so unserious and so, I think, incapable of leading a country well. This is the final clip. This is a good one. This is where they talk about golf.
What I'm talking about?
I was sitting there just like, you're bringing up golf in a in a debate? Okay, so let's see.
Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him.
So when Biden first said that, by the way, I actually got confused. I thought he was talking about driving, like a car.
Right.
When he says, I want to challenge you to a driving contest, he's talking about golf.
Yeah.
Like a
Golf,
driving contest, which is so ridiculous.
Watch this
I
drive.
got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6.
So do you know golf? Do you know what that means?
No.
So in golf, you have a handicap, and the lower your handicap, the better you are as a player.
Right.
So like the professional players may have like a 0 handicap or whatever.
Right.
Which means that
he got it down to a 6.
So a handicap is if you're non-professional, you whatever. I don't know the exact way it is, but yeah, he's like, I got it down to a 6, and you can see Trump's reaction. He ain't buying that shit.
And by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag.
I'd love to see this game.
So, what a bold statement from Biden. If you carry your own bag, Biden, I'd like to see you carry your own bag, brother. Like,
can we have this? Can we actually? That would be a great event.
That's how they should do the election.
I'd
Whoever
love
wins
that.
a game of golf.
The guy of golf. What's it with old people and playing golf? I just don't get it.
I don't know, man. And this whole like, I'm better at golf than you. It's such a weird. And the thing is, Trump's never carried his golf clubs in his life, and Biden probably isn't literally physically strong enough to do that either. So it's just ridiculous.
Think you can do it?
That's the biggest lie that he's a 6 handicap of all.
See, Trump is. This is the thing. Trump is so specific. He can't let go of the golf. He's like, that is
It's
just
not
a
true.
flat lie.
That is a lie.
I was an 8 handicap.
Yeah.
So right away, he's like, actually, it was 8.
8. But I had, you know how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
You,
let's
you know,
not
how
act
many
like
rounds?
children.
President Trump, we're going to
21
Let's
rounds.
not act like children.
Oh, man. Oh, America is cooked, baby.
Well,
Let's not act like children.
this is who we got.
Wow. Couple of kids right there, if you ask me.
Well,
He's just a kid. Don't beat up on him.
No older than my son.
Yeah. Don't come after these candidates, guys. They're just kids. Come on.
Here I am.